Hey, what's going on, my friend? Welcome to the video. It's Brando Linick here, and I love your question. Alright, it's what do I need to start a hair salon? And I can definitely help you out with this. Or when it comes to it, over the last 3 years, having started a lot of different types of businesses, the first thing I'll tell you when it comes to a hair salon is there's a lot of things in play. If you don't have the budget set aside for it, okay, if you don't have the money set aside to have your own space, alright, whether you're leasing that, you're buying it yourself, or you're renting it out, if you don't have that money set aside for it, equipment and supplies, employees, it can all add up. And even if you don't have employees, if it's just yourself doing it, you got to keep in mind from a business perspective, if you're sick, when things come up, your business and your income will stop because there'll be no one there to run the business. So regardless if it's run yourself or you have employees, the overhead associated with it, I've seen people spend anywhere from $50,000 up to and over $100,000 to start their own hair salon. And some of them even in tiny like kiosk stores, alright, just tiny mall stores, and not a lot of space, but it is costly. You're looking at the equipment and supplies and things that you're going to need to style people's hair with, hairspray, all that stuff. It can add up. So it's just to keep in mind the business perspective, the business model, how you actually start one is really just mapping that out, alright? Looking at your overhead costs, looking at how many customers you're going to need to cover those costs of your business, but not just cover the costs of your business and how to operate the business, but also to cover it enough to where you can pay yourself an income, alright? So really the best thing you could do is start a game plan, a business plan, and go from there. So my friend, that's my overview when it comes to that. Honestly, I'd advise you, like I said in the beginning, if you don't have the budget set aside for it, don't go out and get a loan. I've seen so many people do that, and it literally just kills them. If you're looking at this because you want to start a business that's simple, one you know you can make money at, but not just those two things. If you're looking at this because you want to build a business and be able to build an income for yourself and a lifestyle for yourself where you can do what you want, when you want, wherever you want, if that's really what you're looking for, that's why you're watching this video, I'd advise you not to go get a loan or finance if you don't have the budget. If you don't have the budget set aside to start your own hair salon, I'd advise you, alright, to seriously consider looking towards the internet. And if you hear me out here for 1 minute, my experience with this goes back over the last year when I came across a person who was building a business on the internet without any of that overhead, without having to invest tens and even possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars. And because they didn't have that overhead, they're operating from their computer, literally traveling and building a business and making money at the same time. It was attractive to me, alright? They weren't doing anything technical, and I started to reach out to them for help. Luckily, I got it because I was just grinding my gears as a business owner, working harder than my employees, which is something I'm sure maybe one or two of you can relate because you've done that before. And because I came across this person, I started to model and copy what they're doing. A couple weeks later, with their help, was able to create a full-time income business from scratch on the internet. And it's not to tell you that you're going to be able to do the same or push a button and all of a sudden you're going to be able to build a business and income on the internet. You have to put in work. I had to put in work. I had to learn some things, but the cool part was I didn't have to take on the overhead. I didn't have to get a storefront or deal with equipment, supplies, employees that can really take down your profits and the income that you could potentially make. Alright, so it's just something to keep in mind, especially from a business perspective, especially if you're looking at this, like I said, because I know you're searching for how to start your own hair salon business. If you're looking at it because you want to create a business that's lucrative, one you can make money at, one you can really do what you want, when you want, wherever you want, I'd advise you before you consider that approach to seriously consider looking at an online business model, because with the right help and guidance, you can create a very flexible, a very lucrative, and highly profitable business model without taking on any of those stresses. Alright, so that's my overview. I hope you enjoyed it. And last big secret I'll give you is my big breakthrough came when I connected with someone. When I found someone who was on the internet building a business, who was willing to connect with me and help me out. And if you get anything out of the video, connect with someone who's building a business online who can help you out, who's willing to connect with you and walk you through the steps. So appreciate your time. It's been fun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And also make sure, if you do want to learn more details, step by step, exactly what was shown to me going back over the last 13 months, that this person, now a good friend of mine and mentor, who shared with me, who's making a high multiple 6 and multiple 7-figure income on the internet building a business. If you want to learn what they shared with me, alright, exactly step by step, that allowed me to create a full-time income business working part-time online, make sure to check out my site, connect with me. It's 123marketingtips.com. I look forward to helping you out over there. And if you've got the drive, if you've got that willingness and ready to learn, and you're not afraid of some work, I'll see you there and on the beach of the world. Take care.